Okay, we might be good. We'll see, probably not. But these videos have been bugging, stopping randomly. Not sure why. I'm gonna look this up soon, but I do want to film this. And it's currently 3 a.m. exactly on the dot, so that's kind of creepy that that's when the videos stop corrupting. But I did delete some of my old videos now that they're uploaded to YouTube because there's no point in having them. Because if it's a storage issue, that's an easy solve. But anyways, we are here today to talk about the Philadelphia 76ers. Philadelphia's worst nightmare, the terrible start, no good, very bad, not awesome, very terrible team. The Sixers obviously had high expectations going into this year. They formed the three-headed monster that is Maxey, Paul George, and Joel Embiid. All three were all-stars last season, and unfortunately, uh, they have not played together in 8 games now, and the Sixers have won 1 out of 8 games, making us 1-7, and the bottom of the barrel in the Eastern Conference, dead last, 15th place out of 15 teams. Now, do I think we will end this way? Obviously not. I think we'll end the 4-5 seed. I don't think we're in 1-2-3 contention after this start. Obviously, it's possible, but it'll be such a hard hill to climb. I think we'll end with the 4, 5, or 6 seed. I don't think we'll be a playing team. I think we'll be one of the last teams in. And I'm fine with that because if we can be healthy in the playoffs, I'd much rather that. So we get this bad luck, get this bad juju out of the way now. Because we started the season terribly, and that should have been a sign in the preseason where Paul George hyperextended his knee and missed time. I talked about this already, but obviously he missed a few games, way more than expected. A 6 loss out of those. And Embiid obviously hasn't played yet because of injury management and suspension, which will be up after the next game, and then he can officially play November 12th against the New York Knickerbockers. And um, Maxey will be out for at least 2 weeks. But what I'm saying is, I would rather Embiid be suspended, Maxey be injured, and Paul George be injured now than in June. So get it all out of the way. If we have to start 2-12, 2-15, whatever, because then we can build up healthily. We'll end around 45 wins, be 6 seed, and that's when it matters. No one cares. Because the thing is, if you look at the playoffs, it's like, oh yeah, but if you're a 6 seed, you're not at home. You have to play a 3 seed. Who's going to be the 3 seed? The Bucks, the Cavs, Celtics, or the Knicks? Celtics will finish 1. Cavs will finish 3. Bucks will finish. No, Bucks are going to be worse than us. What am I talking about? Knicks will finish 2. So it's probably going to be the Cavs. Why do I have the Cavs so high? Because they're 11-0. It's a great start. I don't think it continues, but I think it continues enough to get them to the 34 spot. And if they're the 3 spot, I'm fairly confident about that series. And I'm talking about a healthy Sixers team, not this current Sixers team. So not the 1-7 Sixers, the healthy Sixers, the fully healthy Sixers. And the reason I'm confident in that is because the Sixers have played very good against the Cavs in the past, and I just think we outnumber the Cavs. Like, they have Jared Allen, Evan Mobley, and Donovan Mitchell, but I feel like we beat them at everything there. Like, we have Joel Embiid, who's going to combat Allen or Mobley, really, every given night. We have Paul George and Maxey, who can outdo Donovan Mitchell. So I really think we just outnumber the Cavs overall, and I think we have better role players than them, too. And so I wouldn't be necessarily worried if we had to win a game in Cleveland to win a series. And I'm awake. I'm awake. Yes, I am. And that would be that's something that I'm not necessarily scared of going into. I wouldn't necessarily want to go into it, but with the way the season is going, it would be a blessing to hear, like right now, clarification, like for my future self, that the Sixers are in the playoffs because I have hope, but it's very hard to have hope because nightmare start. And another question is, who do we blame for the start? Do we blame Nick Nurse? I don't think so. I think Nick's doing all that he can. I don't think Nick has a lot of information about the topic. I think he's trying to get it because he's very annoyed at the interviews about it. Because, like, what's he going to say if he doesn't know? He can't just make stuff up. He'll get in trouble. But that's why he's mad, because the same people that will get him in trouble are the same people that's not giving him the information. At least that's my speculation. I just cooked there, by the way. And I don't think it's Embiid. I think Embiid wants to play. I think he wants to play to at least an extent where he would play if he could play. And obviously, I could be wrong on that because if there's someone, there's an outlier who it is, it's probably Embiid who's the outlier. But I do think Embiid wants to play. I think it's Daryl Morey in the front office. I don't like Daryl Morey. Don't like him. He's too aggressive. He needs to go. And we'll see what happens, but I hope it works, but it's hard to have faith right now. Another thing we could blame was the Eagles, right? Because if we go back to the Eagles, their last loss, let's just bring this up because I find this suspicious. The Eagles are on a 4-game winning streak, right? We're 6-2. Great. We were 2-2, now we're 6-2. That's great. But if we go back to the Eagles' last loss, it was 33-16 to the Bucks on September 29th, right before October. And if we go right before October, that's right before the NBA season starts, for good. And hold on, let's check something. Let me just confirm this. It's probably not true, but I just want to see. It's funny to look at that. The Sixers, yep, that preseason just started right around that September time. So did the Eagles make a deal with the Philadelphia Gods to sacrifice the Sixers and all their players and everything they stand for to bring Philly a Super Bowl? I'll take it as long as it's a 1-year sacrifice. Because I just, of all the joy a Super Bowl would bring, it would probably outweigh the pain that the Sixers inflict upon me every time I watch them play. But I also watch the Sixers play a lot more. 82 games, 82 2-hour games compared to 18 3-hour games. I'm guessing the 82 wins there. I don't think the extra hour of each game is enough to weigh out the 82. So I do spend a lot more time watching the Sixers. So I hope they cause me less pain. The Sixers championship would bring me more joy because I just think Embiid deserves it so much. But I'll still take the Super Bowl if that's what is implied. Also, speaking of the Eagles, we're gonna go off topic for this, and this I guess will be our last little segment here as I am running out of things to say and blame about the Philadelphia 76ers. They play a huge game tomorrow in Dallas against Dallas 4:25 p.m. Probably America's game of the week, I'd only assume. But big game because Dallas sucks. Dak Prescott is out, and Dallas sucks. This should be a cakewalk victory, and it's the best because it's Dallas. I don't think it's a hard game because we're going in there. They're good. I don't think they're good, and Dak's not playing. This should be an easy win for the Birds. Walk in their trap, take over their trap, and fly home. Let me just confirm it's in Dallas because it'd be pretty embarrassing for it not to be at this rate, but I'm like 90% sure it's in Dallas. If it's not, no, it is in Dallas. Okay, good. We are favored by 8 points, maybe a little much. I get Dak's not playing, but still. Um, we always make games interesting, like if we watched the Jags game last week. But that's all I gotta say. Beat Dallas. Go Sixers. Go Birds. Go Birds, and you should be more enthusiastic because they win games.